Coverage you can count on.
It's called the Fortnite frenzy. If you're a parent, I'm sure you know what this is. Welcome back to Western Mass News at 4:30. I'm Jeff Kramer. Breaking the video game addiction on the minds of many parents and teachers as students head back to school. Beth Ward is here now with more on the message one East Longmeadow principal has for his students to put down those game controllers. Right, Beth?
Oh, it's a tough one, as you said, for many parents and students and educators. East Longmeadow schools start tomorrow. Maple Shade Elementary School's principal, Michael Fredette, is urging his students to cut down on, or even, dare I say it, eliminate screen time. The Fortnite frenzy is an issue many parents can relate to as their kids head back to class.
No, why did you have to quit me?
11-year-old Landon Pratt of East Longmeadow loves Fortnite.
It's addicting. It's my favorite game.
The goal, so I found out, is who can survive the longest against each other in an ever-shrinking map.
You play with your friends, you have to try to win.
The nonprofit group Common Sense Media advises parents, while violent, the cartoonish-style game isn't bloody or particularly gory.
If someone kills you, you don't fall on the ground and there's no blood marks or anything.
Landon's mom, Erica, tells Western Mass News she's a little more lenient with screen time during the summer, but now that it's back to school,
I definitely put a restriction on how long he can be on there. There's not going to be any before school, and there'll only be some after school if they get their homework done.
That's music to the ears of Landon's principal, Michael Fredette, at Maple Shade Elementary School. In fact, Mr. Fredette sent a letter to parents asking them to limit screen time.
The reason why I sent it is because more and more teachers were telling me with more and more frequency, all of my students all they want to talk about are these games that they're playing.
Mr. Fredette says he wants parents to be aware of how much their kids may actually be playing.
I sent the letter not to say that anybody's doing the wrong thing. I sent the letter for awareness because the kids were talking about it all the time.
Computer expert Stan Prager of GoGeeks in East Longmeadow says talking to your kids about setting limits is the best tool, but parental control software can also help.
That's a parental control service that allows you to lock down content as well as limit the number of hours the computer is being used online. So you can set it up so they can't go online on the computer between certain hours because they have to do their homework, but they could still use the computer.
Hurry. Fingers. Oh.
Now that Landon's sisters, 7-year-old Hadley and 5-year-old Aubrey, are getting into Fortnite, their mom says you can bet she'll be watching even more closely.
You have to balance it, otherwise this would take over their life.
After all,
School comes first.
All right, you heard it right there. He said it on camera. School comes first. A new study from researchers in Barcelona finds that more than 40 minutes of gaming a night on school nights and an hour on a day on the weekends can interfere with school and social life. However, a study from Oxford University finds that children who do play video games for an hour or less per day tend to be more social and satisfied with life than kids who don't play any video games at all. In the studio, Beth Ward, Western Mass News.